Bam community, welcome back to the video today. So today, man, we're gonna get into Bojack Horseman. If you guys don't know that show, I love that show so much. I feel like certain scenes in that series, episode by episode, I feel like I relate to Bojack Horseman in some ways. In some other different ways, I'm like, man, my life does not relate around this man at all. Like, it's ridiculous. It's these three scenes that are specifically that I like, but I'm gonna play them out loud. I hope I don't get copyrighted for this because it's definitely music and stuff I could get copyrighted for, but I'm gonna post it anyways. These are three videos I saw that is like very, very, very stuck to me. I don't know. It just sticks to me. It sticks to me. And honestly, like, I just want to be able to talk about them. So let's get into the first one.
So the thing I keep thinking about is, was it worth it to be happy for a little bit, even though it ended up sad? Or would it have been better if the whole thing never happened? The main thing I think about is how stupid I am. I wasted so many years being miserable because I assumed that was the only way to be.
So I'm going to talk about that last part, man, because like I said, he was very miserable. He was very, I don't know, this character was very depressing. Like, if you guys watch Bojack Horseman, you guys would know. For people that don't know, man, his character is so deep, and I feel so that's the type of stage that I was in. Like, I was somebody that was in a hole, and I knew that I could get myself out of it, but I was like him. Like, I was just like very, very shitty about myself as far as like my confidence, who I was as a person. I literally wasn't trying to get myself out the hole. Like, I was just right there in that moment where I was like, I'm just a shitty person. Like, I'm just gonna continue to be shitty. Like, that's just how I operated back then. But I realized, like, it's other ways that you can try to get yourself out that hole. But I feel like during that time, like, I could definitely relate to what he was saying there. He was like, my life doesn't have to be like that, but it was at the time because it was just so much going on. And it's like, man, I know I could be a better person. I know I can do this. But in the back of my head, it's like, man, I'm a shitty person. I'm never going to accomplish this. I'm never going to accomplish that. And then we're going to talk about the first part of the video. The reason why I brought up the last part, because it was like right in front of my face. But the first part of the video, he's mentioned, he was like, was it worth it just to be happy for a little, or was it better if it just didn't happen at all? So my personal experience with, just going through life as itself, I really feel so that it's so important to go through something, even though it doesn't make sense, or even if it's temporary happiness. It really gets to show you like how to handle certain situations. I don't know. I take that back. I'll say this. I'd rather go through temporary and not I don't know. I'd rather go through that temporary and not it happening at all, to be honest, because I feel so that those experiences that you cannot buy, like, those are type of experience that you will want to have for the rest of your life. So even if it's something that lasted for, for about a year or 6 months, or even yesterday, like, I'd rather have that experience than rather not reminisce it at all. Like, it can be something that positive to the point it will be in the back of your head, like one of the top 3 things that you'll forever remember. So for me personally, anything good, bad, ugly, I'm always gonna take it in, remember it, and I'm gonna appreciate that it happened, and all I can do was grow from it and move forward from that. So yeah, so that's my opinion on the first video. Let's get our second video on the way.
You're a real stupid piece of shit. But I know I'm a piece of shit. That at least makes me better than all the pieces of shit who don't know they're pieces of shit. Or is it worse? Breakfast. Oh, I don't deserve breakfast. Shut up. Don't feel sorry for yourself. What does that do? Get breakfast, you stupid fat ass. You're a piece of garbage. A real shitty piece of garbage. What are they talking about right now? Probably you and what a dumb piece of trash you are, you fat sack of idiot. Why don't you do the world a favor and swerve into oncoming traffic? That's not true. Yeah, it is. You stupid piece of shit. You're a real stupid piece of shit. And everywhere you go, you destroy people. Of course your mother never loved you. What do you expect? That's why Sarah Lynn died. That's why Charlotte will never forgive you. What are you going to do to Hollyhock? What are you going to do, asshole? Shut up.
So let me get this straight. My mom loves me. I just want to clear that up. It did say something about, oh, your mom hates you. But to be honest, my mom loves me. But everything else in that video I kind of relate to. I feel like I've done a lot of bad shit in my early teens going into my 20s. And honestly, I just feel so that I'm responsible for half of my happiness. Like, as far as like the shit I did to hurt people back then, I wasn't really a nice guy until like after I turned like 22-ish. I was kind of like a jerk. Like, I wasn't really a a social guy. Like I started to really get into that phase where it's like I started not to trust people. I mean, I've been through a lot, and I don't know. And like at that time, I was like, damn, like, am I really this bad? Am I really a shitty person? Like, I feel like in my early teens, going into like my 20s, 21, 22, and that's when I started to like, so I started to be quiet and stop being more shitty. But I feel so that I was going through a lot, trying to transition life, trying to be able to trust people, because I lost my trust within a lot of people, especially within the group that I was hanging out with. I literally I was just a shitty person, and I knew like I wanted to change, but I mean, to be honest, like far as like my trust issues, like that's just where I was standing at the time. Like I didn't trust anybody. I didn't love anybody. I didn't want to be around anybody, just because of the fact that it was hard for me to really open up and trust people. So I became more of the villain and started to become a shitty person. And to be honest, like I think it was the best decision overall. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I wasn't always a yes man around people. I was always somebody that was genuine, but I was never really a yes man. And that's what people want you to be nowadays, a yes man, or somebody that can lie to you, or somebody that can literally manipulate you. You know, that's why I only consider having one friend. Shout out to my main man's. That's all love. I haven't spoke to him in a couple of days, but he's somebody that is like literally somebody I can go to 100% be me and call him out, and he won't be upset. He can do the same thing with me and tell me how he feels about how I did him, and we pretty much will talk about it, and then we'll pretty much move on from it. I don't think everybody gets that privilege to do that with everyone. You know, it's going to be somebody or someone that's going to be so upset, so defended about what you say to them and how you say it to them, because people are sensitive in this world. So, to be honest, back to the video. But other than that, yeah, I was somewhat of a shitty person. Attitude was definitely some that was terrible. I worked at an Albertson job where I was working with stupidity people. I just felt like people that live in the Central Valley is kind of fucked up. But I hate Bakersfield, so and we're gonna say not even Central Valley. We're gonna say Bakersfield. I hate Bakersfield with a passion. So I think that just made it worse. And to be honest, like I just knew that, yeah, I just couldn't do it. So. But that's our second video. So we have one more video to watch, and I'm gonna give you my last perspective on Bojack Horseman, and then I'll have like a positive closing, and then just a closing on this video as a general.
I don't know how to be, Diane. It doesn't get better and it doesn't get easier. I can't keep lying to myself, saying I'm gonna change. I'm poison.
Bojack.
I come from poison. I have poison inside me, and I destroy everything I touch. That's my legacy. I have nothing to show for the life that I've lived, and I have nobody in my life who's better off for having known me.
Sometimes it doesn't get better, and sometimes it doesn't get easier. I have to 1,000% agree. That's the type of stage I was going through a couple of months ago. Sometimes it's definitely hard when you're going through things. I would say that it does not get easier. Like I think day by day it gets a lot harder, especially when you have so much on your mind and so much thoughts. Like I feel so that the second video, that's how it was for me. Like just giving me shitty quotes. I'd be laying in bed. I'd just be like, yo, you're a shitty person. That's why nobody fucks with you. Nobody loves you. And, you know, it's just one of those things where it just doesn't get easier and it doesn't get better over time. But I mean, eventually things will start to take off and eventually start to make sense. But in this situation, in Bojack Horseman's shoes, it just doesn't get easier for him. So I do agree with that. So when we talk about this poison stuff, I would say I'm not poison, but I mean, like I said, back then where I was really treating people like shit, I was poison. Like I didn't think I was somebody that you would want to be around. And to be honest, like it was just to the point where I just really just lost my trust into everyone now. Like trust, like I just don't trust anybody, because far as like what the shit I've been through in life with people and relationships and people that, you know, hurt people that I loved, and not even hurt people I love, but people that just hurt me in general. Like it's just, I don't know. Like I just literally lost my touch and everything. So I can say back then I was somewhat of poison, but it's very hard to explain. I would say I'm poison and I'm unpoisoned. You know, there's certain situations where I go off, and in certain situations I just don't have a response for, because I feel like most things that I go through, I don't have a response. But if I had a response, trust me, it was not a very good one, and it was very poison. Last thing he said, he has nothing to show for it. And you know, to be honest, I am the same way. I have nothing to show for the life I built so far. literally is going through hell. I mean, I don't think I'm really going through hell as much as I was in the beginning of last year. But right now, like, I feel like things are slowly coming together for me. Slowly. Like, we're taking like baby steps. And honestly, I love the fact that I'm taking these baby steps. And I would say that I just don't have anything show for the life that I live. Like, to be honest, like, it's nothing wrong with the lifestyle I live. You know, I live with roommates. I don't complain about the little things that goes on in my life, but as far as like the progress with the gaming, the cinematic content, all this stuff, I haven't really been consistent. You know, I just now started to find my groove. And to be honest, like I'm going to be a lot more consistent because I am single. That's breaking news to everybody as well. I'm very much single, so it gives me more time to really lock in. I'm not going to talk about the relationship and how it ended. Just know that it's over, and I have more time to focus on here and focus more on the gaming side of things. And I can't wait to see how everything starts to take off. And I wanted you guys to know that it's literally crazy. Like I really have nothing to show for my life, and to be honest, like that's something that I want to change. And it's honestly, it's nothing to do with social media or anybody that I know personally. It's just more for myself. I owe it to myself to be one of the greatest to ever do this. And to be honest, like I can't afford to like continue to waste my life, and I don't want to do that to myself. I just don't want to do that to myself. I know that I could be one of the greatest to ever do this. It's gonna take a lot of consistency, faith, prayer. It's gonna take a lot for me to do this. And for people that watches me, or people that just come to the stream or watch my YouTube shorts, or just watch shorts in general on TikTok, you guys mean something in the world to me. And you know, and I want to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart, and we're going to continue to go crazy and continue to grind it out. But other than that, those are my 3 opinions on Bojack Horseman, the videos I watched. Like I said, he's a deep character, y'all. Like that's something that is like beyond deep. Like it's crazy. But other than that, BAM community, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I'm trying to upload Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays moving forward. Now each video will come out each day out the week. I'm gonna try to record 3 or 4 videos a day on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, even the weekends, and I'll let you guys know how everything turns out. But other than that, I think I found my consistency, my groove, and how I'm gonna do things, because right now I have a lot more time on my hands, so it gives me a lot more time to do this. So other than that, BAM community, I love you guys, and can't wait to see you in the next video. Peace.